Hey guys, so as you guys know, right, if you've been a long time follower ng page ko, maybe you've dealt with me before, you've inquired with me before, you know na I always like giving my clients options whenever possible, right? So what I have here is a sold sign. Kita. Is a sold sign for a customer of mine. So sold na yung sasakyan, pero given the fact na most of the time ako mismo ang gumugulo sa mga kliyente ko. Again, because I just want to give them options, right? And features na pwede na pagpilian. So baka ko ilagay itong sold sign na to para sa sasakyan niya. Yung una namin pinag-usapan na sasakyan. I want to bring this interesting comparison up for him and for you guys watching. So one of the most popular inquiries I get is the 150 bi-weekly or less when it comes sa sasakyan. So what I have here are two vehicles na are $10 apart in bi-weekly payments. Right here. So, what we have here are two different vehicles. Magkaiba sila. Payment-wise, very close. On the right, you have a 2018 Honda Civic SE kulay black with, I believe, 57,000 kilometers, clean Carfax. On the left, you have a 2020 Nissan Kicks SR fully loaded with 15,000 kilometers, also clean Carfax. The one on the right, the Honda Civic on the right, is at 19,488 plus taxes and fees. Yung Kicks on the left is 20,988 plus taxes and fees. So very barely any difference in price. Diba? Almost mga 1,000 lang ang diferensya. If you translate that into bi-weekly payments para sa kliyente kong to, given the fact na prime credit siya, na aprubahan ko siya, and ang sabi niya lang sa akin, kuya, you know, hindi ko talaga balak kumuha ng sasakyan, kaso nasira yung sasakyan namin, right? Mas gusto ko lang kumuha ng sasakyan na reliable. Pero ang kaya ko lang po is mga 150 bi-weekly, 155 bi-weekly. Sabi ko, okay. So, ang una na yung pinag-usapan ng sasakyan is yung nasa right, yung Honda Civic na black. Nung unang dumating yung sasakyan na yan, bago pa yan may post online, in-offer ko na sa kanya. So, nagustuhan naman niya, but we had to do a lot of work on the shop sa sasakyan na yan. Yung Nissan Kicks, dumating naman yan, siguro mga a week ago lang. And I was looking at the numbers and I was like, right? Using his approval as basis, I've come to 145 bi-weekly on the Honda Civic on the right and 155 bi-weekly for the Nissan Kicks on the left. So sabi ko sa kanya, before natin i-finalize yung Civic, and yes, I know you had your heart set on the Civic, right? I wanna throw you a curveball. I wanna give you an option that may be worth thinking about. And at the same time, maybe open up the possibility for my other followers to, you know, to check out the other vehicle na hindi niya kukunin because it's gonna be available. So, let's take a look at the vehicle that we know best. On the right, the Honda Civic. So as you guys know, this is the 10th generation ng Honda Civic 2018. This is the SE trim. So the SE trim is a step above LX back then on 2018, right? I'm gonna point out later on the actual Carfax ng sasakyan, it says it's an LX because in body it is. The SE ang kaibahan lang niya sa LX is the SE has the alloy wheels and it has yung Honda Safety Sense, which is in lane departure warning, yung collision mitigation braking system, and adaptive cruise control. Okay? So, as you can see, standard Honda Civic size, right? Ng katawan, malinis ang katawan niya. Gaya nga nasabi ko, clean Carfax din siya. So, I'll show you Civic SE, yung badging niya, right? So, kulay black. A really popular vehicle and really popular color for a lot of people. Now let's go on to the next one. On the left, the left of you guys, I guess. So this one here naman is one of those new generation of SUVs na nauuso ngayon. Small SUVs but front wheel drive. So ako, personal opinion ko lang, sa mata ko, kotse ito na nasa katawan ng SUV. But you can't ignore kasi yung price point difference ng dalawa. So ito, 2020 Nissan Kicks. So yan naman ang itsura niya. So it's got a two-tone roof na very uso sa mga kabataan ngayon, right? It does look cool, I have to admit. So you got a nice chrome trim there, you got fog lamps, right? So you can't judge this vehicle na sabihin mo, oh, doon na ako sa SUV, at least all-wheel drive, right? As I mentioned earlier, the Kicks, the Venue ng Hyundai, the CHR ng Toyota, these are all front-wheel drive quote-unquote SUVs. Okay? Bi-weekly is times 26, not times 2. So bi-weekly payments, Christian, is times 26 divided by 12. Yun ang monthly mo. Kasi in every year, there are 2 months na merong 3 bi-weekly payment periods. Okay? So I hope that clears that up. So, looking on the side naman itong isa. You can't deny na maganda siya, right? May dating yung sasakyan. It's got the nice alloy wheels, you got the nice red paint, you got the two-tone roof. Lengthwise, if you notice, almost similar silang dalawa. I believe mas mahaba lang tingnan ng konti yung Civic. And if you look here sa likuran, it does say SR. So let's look at the features ng bawat isa. It's kind of unfair because we are comparing a sedan to a quote-unquote SUV, right? A small SUV. Very small SUV. So let's start dito. So Civic. So as you know, for the Civics na EX, this one here has the built-in remote starter and push-button start siya. Interestingly enough, on the Nissan Kicks, it also has the built-in remote starter and push-button din siya. Okay? So looking at the Civic here, so you got the LED daytime running lights, you got the nice chrome on the front, you got the block heater cord there. So no fog lamps. The fog lamps on the Civic start, I believe, is Sport. So no sunroof on this one either. Okay. I believe these are 17-inch alloy wheels. So this Civic here runs on a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder engine. Okay. So looking at the space dito sa likuran, so standard for all the Civics, right? It is a sedan. I guess the SE trim also, I have to point it out, no? A very small detail kumpara sa regular Civic is the SE has this tiny little spoiler, lip spoiler sa likuran. So yan siya. So going here naman sa driver's side, so as you can see there, again, standard stuff for the Civic. You got the manual controls there for the seats. So ito yung sinasabi ko na wala sa LX normally, yung Honda Safety Sense. So you got your collision mitigation, braking system, and your lane departure warning, and your adaptive cruise control. On the other 2018 na LX, wala siyang ganyan. It's an optional package. On the SE, I believe kasama na siya. Okay? Let's go inside. Mileage wise, we are at 57,517 kilometers. Okay. So ayan siya. So ayan, sabi okay na, push button start. You got the nice color display, touchscreen. Right. Backup camera is here. You got your heated seats for driver and passenger. You got your icon button, right? Glove box is here. And itong sasakyan na to actually, naka-reserve na to para sa kliyente ko. There were 2 people that came into the dealership kanina. Sabi nila, Jerry, we need the keys for the Civic. Sabi ko, well, sorry, it's sold to my client. It's been sold a while now. Right? So I don't even know ba't ko ginugulo yung kliyente ko. Okay na siya sa Civic na to. But again, I wanted to make this video kasi you know, you wanna give people options, right? If kaya. So yun yung itsura niya sa loob. So standard, you know, Civic, right? So for 2018, mileage wise is not too bad. 57,000 kilometers. Okay. Ayan yung kanyang glove box there. So I just want to address some questions here, no? Ano siya? 2,000 yung sa kabila, I believe it's 2020 kasi dalawa yung kicks namin eh. Isang 2018 saka isang 2020. I have to double check for you, okay? For kay Ate Christy, subprime, how much bi-weekly? Again, Ate, I don't know, right? I don't know, depending on what kind of approval I can get for the subprime. You know, if your subprime is good, that starts off at around 10.9%. If it's not as good, maybe around 14% pataas. So again, subprime approvals po is always on an individual basis. So it's really hard to tell, it's really hard to give an approximate. So yung payments na ginamit ko sa video na to is based para sa kliyente ko kasi prime siya. So yun po ang ginamit ko. So I can't really give an answer, unfortunately, for subprime. So yan ang sasakyan. So as you guys know, right, there's not really much to say about the Civic. It's one of the most reliable cars in the world, one of the most popular cars in the world, right? And, you know, can you imagine, di ba, ang value niya for a 2018 model na malinis ang Carfax, right? Walang bangga and everything, it's still asking for almost $20,000. So that tells you yung value ng Honda. Magbibili ka ng Honda. And the same thing applies to Toyota, same thing applies to Subaru, right? Those are the top 3 Japanese brands, you know, pangmasang brands. I'm not counting Lexus and Acura for Honda. So it tells a lot about the value ng Honda. Okay? So I don't have the paperwork for the kicks, but I have the paperwork for the Civic. So as you can see there, 2018 Honda Civic. So gaya nga sabi ko kanina, on the VIN number it says LX because it's technically an LX with alloy wheels and the safety systems na meron. Okay? So as you can see, one previous owner, no reported accidents. The important things, pag bibili ka ng used car. Okay? Sa sasakyan na to, we did spend quite a lot of money. So almost $3,000 ang ginastos namin dito. Bakit kamo? There was something with the bumper. Long story short, brand new yung bumper niya. So that's a brand new bumper. And a brand new windshield, as you can see. So yun ang kagandahan sa dealership namin, guys. Hindi kami nag-a-advertise ng online price na sobrang baba, tapos yung sasakyan na makukuha mo ay basura. So pag ina-advertise namin na presyo online, talagang dinadaan namin sa inspection, inaayos yung mga kailangan ayusin. Kasi alam niyo naman, may mga dealership na hindi ko na papangalanan, right? Mag-a-advertise ng mura, tapos yun pala hindi pa na-inspect, hindi pa pumasa ng certified used Honda. Ito, certified used Honda na siya, pasado na siya for certified used Honda, meaning haba na yung kanyang powertrain warranty, right? So yung mga bagay na yung ginagawa namin dito sa dealership namin. Now, let's move on to the next one. So dito, to be honest with you guys, like, I feel bad to the person na bumili nito ng brand new. Kasi ang bilis bumagsak ng value, right? Kaya nga sabi ko palagi, as much as possible talaga, gina-guide ko yung mga kliyente ko. Pag bibili kayo ng ganitong klaseng brand, try to bumili ng mga 1 or 2 years old kasi mabilis mag-depreciate yung value niya. So just to double check, I believe this is a 2020 model. Yeah, 2020. Imaginein mo 2020, less than 20,000 kilometers. Malinis ang Carfax, fully loaded for its type of vehicle. Tapos ang bentahan wala pang 25. 20,000 something lang. 20,998 yata, I believe. So, value-wise, right? Nissan, comparing it to the Civic, right? The Civic will hold its value a lot better kumpara sa Nissan. However, from a practical standpoint, as a consumer, if I can spend $20,000 on a vehicle, on a car, na fully loaded na, why not? Instead of spending it on a 2018 na mid-trim, right? Should I just go for the 2020 if it's only a $10 difference by weekly payments? So what exactly does this Nissan Kicks have? Again, guys, we have to judge the Nissan Kicks like it's a car, okay? Front-wheel drive SUV siya. So we have to judge it like it's a car. So you got the fog lamps, you got the nice LED daytime running lights. As you can see here, very nice, stylish alloy wheels. If you notice here, that's Nissan's signature 360-degree camera. Space-wise sa likuran. If I put this up, backup camera is here. I'm sure you guys can see it. Let's put this up. Unlock. So space-wise, not bad. Diba? Not bad for space. And again, 60-40 split. Right? It's got tonneau cover. On the passenger side, let's look here. So this one has, since it is an SR, top trim level, it has the leather. So leather interior yung loob niya, leather seats, the red stitching. It looks classy, right? It looks classy sa opinion ko. And again, looking at it like you're looking at a car, it's not bad. So let's check out yung space. So not much legroom, right? As you guys know, it's a smaller, more compact SUV. So not much legroom for me, right? So kung mas maliit ka sa akin, then you're gonna have more legroom. Pero for me, it's very tight. And of course, you know, comfort-wise, pandalawahan lang talaga. So as you can see there, diba? So punta naman tayo sa driver side where all the nice things are. Well, let's compare. Dito na tayo. Let's open up yung Civic yung likodan. I'm gonna sit here sa likod ng Civic. So, legroom wise on the Civic, bit more actually, bit more legroom on the Civic. So going here on the driver's side, so yan naman siya, still the same leather and all that stuff. Going on the inside, so as you can see, right, a lot more safety technology in this. Babaan ko lang yung AC, yung fan. Kasi right now it's 32 degrees I believe outside here. 31. So as you can see there, no, 16,000 kilometers I believe. Mga ganyan lang siya. Let's double check. Yeah, 16,334 kilometers as of today. So 2020, 16,000 kilometers, meaning yung manufacturer warranty niya gets transferred to you, right, as the new buyer. Oh, teka lang. Okay. Okay din yung sound system. So setup wise, iba. It does feel smaller. It feels smaller here sa loob ng Nissan Kicks, right? But I do understand not everybody is as tall as me or as big as me, right? So if you are smaller, then obviously it's not gonna make much of a difference to you. So steering wheel, as you can see there, the new design ng mga Nissan na steering wheel, right? A bit more slimmer here. So let's see if I can figure this out. You can see the driver assistance, diba? So let's check out the driver assistance. So it's got the blind spot monitor, right? Emergency braking, parking aids, right? As you can see there sa gitna. So that tells you yung mga sensor sonars ng ng sasakyan. Madedetect niya kung nasaan, gaano kalayo, gaano kalapit and all that stuff. Backup camera, to show you guys. So yan yung backup camera niya. So this is the nice bird's eye view backup camera nung Nissan and yung standard na backup camera. Okay? Let's put that there. So push button start, yan yung push button start niya. You got the heated seats as well. USB ports, saksakan ng charger. Handbrake is here. Now what I like about this vehicle here, really small detail guys, is yung handrest niya. Not a lot of vehicles have this handrest for the driver. And this one has it. It makes it driving a lot more comfortable. So mayroon kang patungan ng kamay mo habang nagda-drive ka. So suddenly, yung budget ng kliyente na 150, 155 bi-weekly, right? May options siyang pagpipilian. And that's what I wanted to open up sa kanya. So it's a nice vehicle. Oh, wala rin pala siyang sunroof. I do have to point that out. Wala siyang sunroof. Ilang years ang payment? I always use 84 months. The shorter your amortization, the bigger your bi-weekly. So opinion ko, it makes no difference kung disiplinado kang tao, whether you're 60 months or 84 months, right? Kasi lahat ng car loan sa Canada, unless otherwise stated sa contract, are open-ended. So even if yung car loan mo on contract is 84 months, that's just the bank saying na legally we are giving you 84 months para bayaran yung utang mo. If kaya mong tapusin yung utang ng mas mabilis by making extra payments, if matapos mo yung utang ng 60 months instead of 84, hindi ka ma-penalize, walang penalty. So yung mga tao na masyadong diehard, kailangan 5 years to pay lang, right? You're robbing yourself of opportunity, right? When all you need to do is have a little bit more discipline. So you can do 84 months, get into a nicer and newer vehicle, and then disiplinahin mo yung sarili mo na magbayad ng extra buwan-buwan. That way matapos kagad yung utang. So there you go. So it's very tight, you know. Like I can adjust the seat. Pag in-adjust ko yung seat ko, there's a bit more space here. That's the most it can go. It can go up and down. But if in-adjust ko yung seat ko, then yung nakaupo sa likuran ko will not have a lot of legroom, diba? But again, gaya nga nasabi ko, hindi naman lahat ng tao kasi laki ko, hindi lahat ng tao kasi tangkad ko. Meron yung blind spot monitor pala niya, for those wondering, for Nissan, it's actually here, this little light here, iilaw yan pag may sasakyan sa blind spot mo. So you can see there, diba? So gaya nga ng sabi ko, di ba, always palagi sa inyo, you have to be a bit more open-minded, right? I always encounter people na kailangan Toyota, kailangan Honda, and that's fine. Having a personal preference is okay. Pero there are situations na maybe reconsidering kung ano yung sasakyan na bibilihin mo. Maybe spending a bit more on a brand na hindi mo masyadong feel, pero Japanese pa rin, right? Can get you more options, you know? So, again, there's no right or wrong answer. I'm simply offering options sa kliyente ko. Whatever he does, whatever he decides, yung black na Civic na yan, naka-hold na yan para sa kanya, I made sure of that the moment na nakuha ko yan. But, after watching this video, kung mag-decide siya, Sir Jerry, alam mo, nagustuhan ko yung point mo, I'm gonna go with the Nissan Kicks, and that's fine, right? Either way, approve siya sa either of these vehicles. And it fits you yung bi-weekly budget niya. I know I have viewers and I have followers sa Saskatchewan and BC and Manitoba. The payments that I am quoting are based on 5% GST ng Alberta. So kung taga Saskatchewan ka, taga BC ka, taga Manitoba ka, you got PST. So tataas yung bi-weekly. Okay? So I just wanna point that out. So there you go, right? An otherwise, really simple situation sana. I mean, benta na yung Civic eh. Nandiyan na yan. It's now a bit more complicated kasi ginulo ko. Pero at least nabigyan ko yung kliyente ko ng option, right? Do we go with a 2018 Honda Civic, right? Going with the Honda reliability and the fact na it is a 2018 but it's still, right? Almost 20,000 pa kasi malinis yung Carfax. Right? $3,000 worth of work sa sasakyan, brand new yung bumper, right? Or do we go with the Nissan Kicks, bit more features, it looks nicer, it looks more modern, it looks brand new, right? But it's not a Honda, right? Reliability wise, will it be the same as having a Honda? That's gonna be up to you, the buyer, to determine. So there you go. So if he is watching right now, I'm not sure if he is, baka naka-shift pa siya. Do we still go with the 2018 Civic at 145 bi-weekly? Or do we go with the 2020 Kicks na 155 bi-weekly? $1,000 or so difference in price, $10 difference in bi-weekly payments, big difference in kilometers, big difference in features, big difference in size, in space. So that's gonna be totally up to him. And whichever vehicle ang hindi niya pinili will become available. So at least ngayon, if you're watching this, meron ka ng idea. May baseline idea ka. Okay, nakita ko sa video ni Sir Jerry, yung Nissan Kicks na yon or yung nasa mga 155 kung maganda yung credit ko. Right? Yung Honda Civic na yun, nasa mga 145 kung maganda yung credit ko. Kung taga Alberta ako or taga Yukon where it's also 5% lang ang tax. So there you go. Something for you guys to think about when you are shopping for your vehicles on this beautiful Friday na ba ngayon? Friday evening. So guys, I'm gonna end it at that. Let me know in the comments kung ano kayo, what do you think? Would you buy the Civic at 145 bi-weekly or would you go 155 bi-weekly and get yung 2020 na Nissan Kicks?